The Colossus of Rhodes, vs. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, which icon reigns supreme? Colossus of Rhodes, a bronze statue of the Greek sun god Helios, stood astride the entrance to the harbor in the city of Rhodes. It is considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Let's take a look at this Colossus. Hey everyone, welcome to the Night Forge. Today we will explore the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Standing tall at the entrance to the harbor in the city of Rhodes, this massive statue of the Greek sun god Helios was a marvel of engineering and a testament to the power and influence of the ancient Greeks. But how exactly did they build such a colossal statue, and what made it one of the most iconic structures of its time? Let's find out. The birth of a Colossus. The idea of building a giant statue of Helios, the Titan god of the sun, was first proposed by the Rhodian statesman and poet Leon. According to legend, Rhodes had recently emerged victorious in a battle against the Cypriots, and Leonatus wanted to commemorate their victory with a grand monument. After consulting with the Oracle of Delphi, he decided to build a colossal statue of Helios. The construction of the Colossus began in 280 BC, and it took about 120 years to complete. It was built by a team of skilled craftsmen led by the architect and sculptor Chairs of Lindos. These artists used the latest technology and techniques to create a statue that was both awe-inspiring and technically brilliant. They constructed the statue using a new technique known as the lost wax method, which allowed them to create incredibly detailed sculptures with thin walls and hollow interiors. This technique was perfect for creating large-scale statues like the Colossus, and it enabled the ancient Greeks to produce some of the most lifelike and realistic sculptures in history. A towering spectacle when it was finally completed in 250 BC. The Colossus of Rhodes was truly a sight to behold. Standing over 100 feet tall, it towered over the harbor and could be seen for miles around. The statue was made of bronze and was so massive that it is estimated to have weighed over 200 tons. The Colossus stood at the entrance to the harbor, straddling 2 massive columns that supported a walkway. This strategic placement made it an iconic landmark and a symbol of the city's power and wealth. The statue was so massive that it was said to have shaken the ground as it was moved around. And when it was finally erected in its final position, the entire city came to a standstill in awe and amazement. A beacon of pride, the Colossus of Rhodes was not just a marvel of engineering and art, but it was also a source of great pride for the citizens of Rhodes. The statue symbolized the city's victory over its enemies and represented the power and glory of the ancient Greek civilization. It was a symbol of the city's cultural and intellectual achievements, and a reminder of its importance in the ancient world. For centuries, the Colossus stood proudly at the entrance to the harbor, greeting ships and visitors alike with its majestic presence. The Colossus and trade. The Colossus of Rhodes was more than just a symbol of power and glory. It was also an important part of the city's economy. The statue helped to attract merchants and traders from all over the ancient world and brought great wealth to the city. The Colossus was a symbol of the city's prosperity and success and was an important part of its identity. But sadly, the Colossus was destroyed by an earthquake in 226 BC. Although it was damaged beyond repair, the Rhodians were determined to restore their beloved statue. Over the next few centuries, they rebuilt the Colossus several times, but each attempt was thwarted by another earthquake in 1480. The remains of the statue were finally scrapped and sold to a local metal merchant. Despite its destruction, the Colossus of Rhodes remained an iconic symbol of the city and its people. Its legacy lived on in the hearts and minds of the Rhodians, who continued to tell stories and sing songs about the great statue. Now let's compare the Colossus of Rhodes with the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Lighthouses vs statues, a clash of ancient wonders. In the annals of history, there has always been a debate regarding which structure stands tall as the greatest achievement of engineering prowess and human ingenuity: the Colossus of Rhodes or the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Both of these marvels are celebrated as part of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, leaving many to ponder which one truly deserves the title of the greatest. On one side, we have the Colossus of Rhodes, a monumental bronze statue of the Greek Titan Helios that once stood astride the entrance to the harbor in the ancient city of Rhodes. Standing over 100 feet tall, it was an awe-inspiring sight to behold. The statue was not just a symbol of the city's power and glory, but also a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of the ancient Greeks. On the other side, we have the Lighthouse of Alexandria, a towering structure that once guided ships into the harbor of Alexandria in Egypt. Standing over 300 feet tall, it was the tallest structure in the ancient world and a marvel of engineering. The lighthouse was designed to help ships navigate the treacherous waters of the harbor, and its beam was visible for miles out to sea. The Colossus of Rhodes vs. the Lighthouse of Alexandria, which icon reigns supreme? So let's compare them based on different parameters and see which one truly comes out on top. Size matters. When it comes to size, the lighthouse clearly takes the crown, standing at over 300 feet tall. It was almost 3 times the height of the Colossus of Rhodes, which stood at around 100 feet. The lighthouse was not just taller, but it was also wider and more massive. It was designed to withstand the harsh conditions of the sea, and its sturdy construction allowed it to stand the test of time for centuries. Purpose and function. The lighthouse had a clear purpose: to guide ships into the harbor of Alexandria and prevent them from crashing into the rocks. The lighthouse was a beacon of light in the darkness, helping sailors navigate the treacherous waters and reach their destination safely. On the other hand, the Colossus of Rhodes was primarily a symbol of the city's power and glory. While it may have impressed onlookers and served as a reminder of the city's military victories, it did not have a practical use. Engineering and innovation. Both the lighthouse and the Colossus were feats of engineering and innovation. The lighthouse used advanced techniques to create a strong and stable structure that could withstand the forces of nature. It also used innovative lighting techniques to create a beam that could be seen for miles. The Colossus, on the other hand, used advanced sculpting and metalworking techniques to create a life-size statue of the sun god Helios. Both structures required skilled craftsmanship and innovative techniques, but the lighthouse was clearly more complex and challenging to build. Lighthouses vs. statues, a clash of ancient wonders. The impact on history and culture. The lighthouse had a significant impact on maritime history, helping to make Alexandria one of the most important trading centers in the ancient world. It also inspired countless works of art and literature. The Colossus, while impressive, had a lesser impact on history and culture. It was destroyed by earthquakes and was never rebuilt. Conclusion: the winner is clear. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was not just a marvel of engineering and innovation, but also had a significant impact on history and culture. Its size, purpose, function, and engineering prowess make it the clear winner in this showdown. While the Colossus of Rhodes was an impressive feat of sculpture and metalwork, it pales in comparison to the lighthouse. From sea to glory. Now it's time to dive into an epic showdown where 2 titans of the ancient world go head-to-head. The Colossus of Rhodes versus the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Prepare to be amazed by the audacious brilliance of these iconic structures and cast your vote for the ultimate winner. In the first round, we have the Colossus of Rhodes, a bronze giant that once stood proudly at the entrance to the harbor. Its massive stature and strategic location made it a symbol of power and glory for the ancient Greeks. But can it withstand the fiery might of its opponent? Now let's turn our attention to the Lighthouse of Alexandria, a towering beacon that guided ships into the harbor with its brilliant light. Its towering height and innovative design made it a marvel of engineering and a beacon of hope for sailors at sea. It's time to vote for the winner of this epic showdown. Cast your vote and let your voice be heard. Who do you think reigns supreme in this clash of the titans? The mighty Colossus of Rhodes or the radiant Lighthouse of Alexandria? The Colossus of Rhodes and the Lighthouse of Alexandria are 2 of the most iconic structures of the ancient world. Both were marvels of engineering and innovation and are celebrated as part of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Colossus of Rhodes was a bronze statue of the Greek titan Helios that stood astride the entrance to the harbor in the ancient city of Rhodes. The statue was over 100 feet tall and was a symbol of the city's power and glory. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was a towering structure that once guided ships into the harbor of Alexandria in Egypt. It was the tallest structure in the ancient world and was a marvel of engineering. So which one do you think is the greatest? The Colossus of Rhodes or the Lighthouse of Alexandria? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos about ancient history.